Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back. We're gonna be live previewing UFC 314. We got a pay-per-view card coming up. Last week was an absolute shit show. Honestly, like it was so boring. Probably one of the worst cards I've seen in a while in the UFC. Even the PFL card was way, way, way better than last year. So hopefully this week, we I think we're gonna see some finishes. I don't think we're gonna see a lot of laying and praying like last week. Shout out to Doris Finney, Sabatini. I mean, who else? Who else was there from last week that was it was terrible. I mean, they should probably ban people like that, Finney and Sabatini. But we got a pay per view card coming up this year, so I mean this week, so it should be much better. I hope so. I hope it's much better than last week. We're gonna preview this card and we're gonna see who the people are picking. See what kind of bets we like on this week, right? So hopefully we can bounce back this week. We have been making money on the pay per views. I gotta stay away from like these Apex cards. Sometimes we can do okay on the Apex card, like mostly like it's not really doesn't really work out for me most of the time. These Apex cards. So let's talk about this week now. We got we're starting the card off with an absolute banger. I mean, look at this absolute banger. First fight of the night is gonna be okay. There we go. Okay, what the hell? There we go. That's much better. So we got. I mean, like, why are we starting the card off with Nora Carnoli? Can someone help me explain? Can someone explain to me why? Like, I mean, is that the only W? That's the only second WMA fight on the card, so it's not completely terrible. The Werner fight's gonna be actually pretty decent. I mean, I think that's a title eliminator matchup there. John Shannon, Vernon Jandiroba should be a fun matchup there. The main card, I mean, the Pride Hills versus Jeff Neal is gonna be an absolute barn burner. Unfortunately, we lost that matchup. Now we're not gonna see that matchup on this card. It's unfortunate. But we still have some really good matchups on this card. Diego Lopez taking on Volkanovski is going to be fun. Chandler versus Patty Pimblem, and that's going to be 5 rounds. So, like, there's no way that's going to go the distance. I mean, but saying that, I remember saying the same thing about Oliver versus Chandler in the rematch, and they win 5 rounds. So I don't think this. I don't see this one going 5 rounds. Either Patty's probably going to finish him early, or Michael Chandler's probably going to knock him out. What's going on, WC? How you doing, bro? How you doing? It's Monday evening right now for me in the Eastern. So hopefully you're doing okay. All right, let's talk about this card. I mean, first out of the night is going to be Nora Carnoli taking on Haley Cohen. I've been picking Haley Cohen. I mean, I'm not even sure why at this point. Like, Nora Carnoli, I know people are really high on Nora Carnoli this week. They're betting Nora Carnoli, which is kind of shocking to me. I mean, she has better wins than Haley Cohen, I guess. See, that wasn't a split. I mean, I watched the fight back. That was not a split. Um, I hope good, bro. Hope you're well. Yeah. I'm doing fine, bro. Just got to work out in earlier. Just ate some food. Just chilling. I was like, might as well go live earlier. Might as well go live for the card. Do a live preview for everyone. Let's just talk about this card. I only right now only have like one guy that I bet on this card, and obviously it's a main event fighter, right? Lopez. So we'll see if I make up my mind I want to place any more bets on this card. I mean, I think this is a pretty good card for betting overall. There are some decent spots on this card. So Nora Carnoli coming in at minus. Let me see what the betting line is on this one. Betting line on this one is let's see. Carnoli coming in at minus 170. I mean, the lines, she actually opened up at plus 131 underdog. So bet online. I mean, normally bet online is pretty good at opening lines. And they opened her as underdog here. So not honestly, not bad. But I'm going to go with Haley Coven. I think she can win this one. It's probably going to be, I mean, is there going to be finishing this one? Maybe. Haley Coven, she can wrestle, she can strike. I mean, she hasn't fought in 2 years. She's coming off injury. So who the hell knows? Who the hell knows what's gonna happen here in this first fight of the card? Carnoli versus Haley Cohen. I'll be honest. I mean, I didn't watch crazy tape on this fight. I watched like few of their fights back. I remember watching Jocelyn Edwards fight back, and it was. I'm not even sure if he won that fight. Honestly, like I picked Jocelyn Edwards there, and I think that was the only fight that I got wrong on that pair's card. To be honest, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Haley Coven. I think she's gonna be prepared, man. She's probably fighting for a job here. Like, if she loses this one, she hasn't fought in 2 years. She's probably getting cut from the UFC. Unless Dana White really likes her. I mean, that might be the case. Maybe Dana White really wants to keep her around because some of these WM fighters they stay on the roster for much longer than men when they're going losing streaks. So he missed weight for the Jamie Lynn fight. I did not know that. Wow. I mean, he did miss weight for that Jamie Lynn fight. So he came in at minus 137.5. That was crazy. Cause I know Carnoli missed weight, right? Or Mullins. I think Mullins. Oh yes, he missed weight for. They both missed weight. I mean, Nora Carnoli missed weight for that fight, and I know Mullins missed weight for that fight also. I mean, holy shit! What the fuck's going on here? So they might miss weight. I mean, keep an eye on the weigh-ins if you're betting this fight, but probably just pass overall for me. Let's move on. Next fight of the card. Next fight on the card is going to be Trishan Gore versus Marco Tullio. Do we have props in the first one? Yeah, we got props on the first one. What's Haley Coven by? This is plus 260. Honestly, that's not bad because I don't see her finishing Nora Carnoli. Maybe I'll sprinkle on Haley Coven by split or some shit like that. But like I've been staying away from WMA. I mean, other than Barboza last week, I bet on Barboza by finish. That was pretty easy. Finish only for Carnoli minus 150. I mean, she's the better finisher. So there is a finish in this one. Probably gonna be Carnoli, the one that gets a finish in this fight. Because I don't think Haley Coven has shown any finishing ability in the UFC yet. Even in LFA, he wasn't really finishing a lot of people out there. All right, let's move on. Woken, you wanna hop in? We can talk about these fights if you wanna hop in. I'll drop the link for you. Let me know in the chat if you're free right now. Next fight on the card, we got Trishan Gore taking on Marco Tullio. I mean, this should be a banger, honestly. I'm actually kind of pumped for this one. Trishan Gore, Mr. Vicious. What does this mean, Mr. Matuto? What the hell does that mean? Let me look it up. Well, is that a slang in it's probably Brazilian Portuguese, right? Learn. It means learn. Okay, that's what it means. Learn. Crazy. I mean, maybe it means something else. Maybe Google's tripping right now. But I think Marco Tulio is gonna win this one, man. Like, but Trishan Gore is not a bum. Like, this guy is not a complete bum. He's got dangerous submission skills. He can, if you shoot a takedown on him, and you don't protect your fucking neck, he'll wrap up a guillotine or something like that. But I do think Tulio is gonna be way more complete fighter here. He's gonna be able to stay out of those gillies, and I think he's got better kickboxing from range. So I am gonna go with Tulio here on this one. Let's do a poll. Let's see who you guys are on this one. Tulio versus Trishan Gore. Um, Gore versus Tulio. Gore is a pretty big underdog here. Probably because he's coming off some injuries. I think he's coming off some injuries. Yeah, he had a torn ligament, then he had a torn shoulder, I think. Because he was supposed to fight Bo Nickel last year, then he was supposed to fight AJ Dobson, and both those fights were canceled. What's going on, Bob? In the house, let's go, Bob. Let's roll in the house. Tulio will win 100%. Marker Tulio will 100% lose. He's exhausted from dating. Okay, okay. You probably got a point there. You probably got a point. I mean, if you got a girl like Norma Demond, I don't know what your card is gonna look like. If you don't respect your nuts, you're gonna be a house of pain. I think Tulio's got this one in the bag. Imagine training knowing you have Norma Demond. Yeah. So hopefully he's focused, right? I mean, I didn't bet him yet. I was thinking about paroling him, but like minus 350 just seems kind of wide. I mean, because Trishan Gore is athletic. I mean, he's not a complete bum. He can throw some strikes. I mean, so maybe he can catch Tulio with something, but I don't really see it. And I don't think Trayshawn Gore has the best cardio past like the first round. Because I've seen him slow down. I mean, against battle, he does have power early, so like maybe you can knock him out. But like, Tulio's only been knocked out like one time. It was back in like 2018. So I'm gonna say that Tulio gets this one done. Let's see what the odds on this one are. Honestly 30 for Tulio. Fuck, I feel like it's not a bad parlay piece in this one. At this price, like you can parlay anyone. But I like the under more. I think the under 1.5 rounds is honestly not bad. And the fight does just start round three. It's probably not a bad look here. Tulio by KO. What's the Tulio by KO? I think it's probably gonna knock him out. I mean, I don't see him like submitting Trishan Gore because he doesn't really grapple all that much. Even though he could wrestle, he can grapple. Imagine he gets out wrestled like Brito last week, man. That was so fucking disappointing. Brito getting out wrestled last week was just insane. And he got control. Brito got control for like 14 minutes in that fight. I mean, unfucking real. That was like the same fight. I feel like Finney versus Valentine. I mean, it was just pretty much the same matchup there. Did you pick Nora? I got you. I just got here. Now I picked Haley Coven. I'm probably the only one picking Haley this week on MMA YouTube because I don't remember anyone else picking. I don't remember anyone else picking Haley Coven. I think Haley Coven's not bad, man. Honestly, like I don't think she's bad. She can wrestle. She can strike. Obviously, she's coming off some injuries right now, so you never know what kind of shape she's going to be in. But if she is 100%, I think she can win this fight. I mean, even against Jamie Lynn Horst, she had some good moments in that fight. But my, my advice is going to be don't bet that fucking fight. Unless like you want to take the over, maybe I think it goes over. I know people think that Carnoli's going to finish her. I don't really see him, man. Healy's pretty tough. I think Healy's pretty tough, so I don't see her finishing. I don't see them finishing each other. Yeah, I don't see Calvin finishing her. So maybe this isn't. I'm picking Healy. Yeah, I'm picking Healy. What do you mean? What's wrong with me, bro? It's a fucking low level WWE fight. I mean, who the fuck knows how it's gonna go? Honestly, you don't like cornhole? Yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't like cornhole. It's just like I don't think she's all that good. Like I don't know how this last fight was split. Honestly, I don't fucking know. It should have been 30-27 Jacqueline because Jacqueline almost finished her in the second round, and someone scored that fight for Cardinal, which I just can't wrap my head around, honestly. Yeah, Tulio, I think this one's going to be a first round finish either way, because then I do think Tulio is going to be the one finishing Trishan Gore. Gore is like not bad. I mean, he's training out of ATT now, I think American Top Team. Or he's training at MMA Lab, not American Top Team. I think he's training at MMA Lab for this fight. So maybe he's gonna look better training at MMA Lab, but I don't really think so. Coronel sounds like a corn stirrer. I mean, that's probably going to be her next career, but I don't know if she's going to have any success in there. What Coronel is fun. I mean, it really like you think she's fun. I mean, the only time that I've seen her finish with someone it was Melissa Mullins. They both missed weight for that fight. I mean, saying that, I mean, like even this girl, she missed weight too. Haley Coven. Why are we spending so much time talking about that shitty fight? Who the fuck cares? I don't normally pick the French either, but Coven sucks. Have you seen her? I mean, she didn't look terrible against Jamie Lynn Hurd. She was out there like mixing in takedowns and like landing some pretty good strikes on the feet, landing some body kicks. And that's the only fight that I watched back. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna sit there and watch her whole fucking like how many fights does she even have? I'm not sitting there watching 10 fights of Haley Cohen. It's not fucking. I'm not gonna waste my life watching her 10 fights back. But like I watched the last one back, and the only reason I feel like Jamie Lynn Hurt got that decision it was because of that cut that Hurt landed on Haley Coven early. But I think Haley Coven won the second, third round, honestly. But the visible damage rate that plays a pretty big factor in scoring fights when they hit the scorecards. I'm picking Tulio on this one. I haven't bet him yet. I mean, like last week I had two parlays. And I needed either the under in Brito under 2.5 rounds, or I needed Brito money line. And Brito fucking sold so bad. I'm never gonna forget Brito for that one. That was just unfucking real. Yeah, we're not talking about that. I didn't even, I had no clue there's a game called cornhole. Yeah, we got a bunch of emojis in here. I mean, I don't know. People like they don't normally use it all that much. We got pedalberry, Cadbury. Not sure what we're talking about right now. Me neither. Me neither, Lane. I'm lost right now. We're talking about cornholes. Yeah. What's going on, Grammy? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Where's Cover, man? Cover, haven't seen Cover yet. Hopefully he shows up later. Um, Cornhole it is. I'm picking cornhole. I might be the only one picking cornhole. I mean, I don't honestly like. I wouldn't mind if I get it wrong, but like, if I get it right, I'll be happy. But I don't think I'm gonna be betting any money on that fight. This one, like, I might parlay Tulio or the under 2.5 rounds because like under 2.5 rounds probably gonna be like minus 250, minus 200. Well, what's fight goes a distance in this one? Because under 1.5 rounds is plus 115. I honestly think it could go under 1.5 rounds. But like 7 minutes, they go by pretty quick, man. So like, if Tulio gets a takedown on him, he maybe just gonna lay on him. But like, I've seen this guy go out there and like throw spinning stuff. I think he can hurt Trayshawn Gore either, or Trayshawn Gore can hurt him too. Because Trayshawn Gore has power and he's got some nasty guillotines. Maybe he can lock something up. If he doesn't get that guillotine, he's probably gonna gas and he's probably gonna getting finished after that. He doesn't wrap up that gilly. Either way, I think it's gonna go under 2.5 rounds. Fight doesn't go the distance, minus 400. Honestly, I just don't see this one going the distance at all. Because so that's probably the better parlay piece. Fight doesn't go the distance and Tulio money line, but I think there's a finish. I think it's gonna be Tulio getting it done. Tulio by KO. Damn, it's plus 115. That's it. You might as well take like the under then at that point. Station Gore by submission plus 750. I mean, he's got two submission wins, right? One over Josh Fremd and the other one over Tricoli. Tricoli is fucking terrible. I mean, so is Josh Fremd. I can't believe Josh Fremd was favored over Petrosky. That was insane, unreal. Even though like I'm not really too high on Petrosky, but that was just crazy because Fremd just absolutely stinks. Pick him. How about Torres Finney, bro? I'm gonna have to make after that, after watching those fights on last Saturday, I decided I want to make tier list for the most boring fighters in the UFC right now. And he's definitely up there, man. Torres Finney, Pat Sabatini, Marty Batista. Batista's really not that boring. I mean, I know he had a boring fight over Jose Aldo, but like normally Batista's like really not that boring. He's had some fun matchups in the past. But like, who else is there? I mean, Marab, Bilal. Who else? I mean, there's so many people. Like, I made a list. So I'm gonna make that tier list soon. Yeah, this one I think I agree with you, Lavo. I think it can go under 1.5 rounds. I think that's not a bad play here because like Trayshawn Gore, he's finished like mostly he if he finishes anyone it's early, and then Tulio like he's got a lot of finishes early too, right? He's got like I mean 10 finishes. I mean, and 6 of them in the first round. And Trayshawn Gore, he's been finished in by first round killer by Cody Brandes, who I'm not I'm not really too high on. I know we picked him over Marquise, but Marquise is beyond washed right now. He had a close fight with Brian Battle. I mean, to be fair, I mean I think he won the first round, then he lost the second, third. So he wasn't looking too terrible in that Battle fight, but that was Battle before he got better. Yeah, I mean he's never seen. I guess he has seen the third round before, but like not in a while. Where he's finished his last 2 wins under 1.5 rounds. I think it goes under 1.5 rounds. I think that's pretty solid. What's going on, Base MMA, bro? Guys, go check out Base MMA, man. He's back to making content now. Let's go, bro. I seen your prediction video, and you're like, "Fuck, I don't know who to pick for that first fight." That was hilarious. The current hole versus Hilly Coven. Yeah, it's who the fuck cares, honestly. I mean, there's no way I was gonna spend like hours and hours watching watching her all her fights back. I mean, normally like I watched like the last 3 fights back just to make my predictions. But like same thing with Bude. Like I didn't watch any tape on Bude. I refuse to watch tape on Bude. I mean, I mean, like I picked Iran. I mean, Iran could have won that fight. I mean, but like the weight played a factor there for sure. Will can take a combo from Diego Lopez. You think, or you think he can? I think he could. I mean, early, but I think Lopez. I'm taking Lopez. I mean, we'll see what happens on Saturday. Just like Volk took a combo from Ilya. I mean, I do think Ilya has better boxing than Lopez, but Lopez is pretty relentless though. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card is gonna be Sumu Dyerzi versus Mitchell Poso. I think Mitchell Poso is the public underdog this week. And these guys are an England cartel. I've done an interview with Daniel Pacheco on my channel like over a year ago, and I was kind of high on the New England cartel at one point, but damn man, they have been doing terrible. I mean, Raw Fun. I mean, he left. He actually left New England cartel and he started winning. Right after Raw Fun left New England cartel, he got 2 wins in a row. Now he's training over there at TriStar. I think he's training at TriStar now. Same thing with Kelvin Cater. I mean, he's training. I don't know. I think he's still training at New England Cartel. But Chris Martino is like the only one that's like done pretty well recently. Everyone else is like they haven't really had any luck recently. So like Mitchell Poso, I know you see that split. This isn't against Andre Lima. You're gonna be like, oh man, he had a close fight with Andre Lima. Look at Andre Lima. He's looking really good right now. But I mean, I watched the fight back. It wasn't really that impressive. I mean, he came in a short notice to be fair, like so we'll give him a break for that. And he also I think he also got poked in the eye. He got kicked in the cup. And Lima missed weight by like 5 pounds, I think, for that match, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I think Lima missed weight for that one. So like, yeah, I mean, you got to give him a break there for he came in at 130 pounds under Lima. So like that was kind of bad for Raposo. But the my problem with Raposo is like his striking is like pretty mediocre. He's got good boxing, and he can probably land a Summer Darzi. Like Summer Darzi is a hard guy to trust at minus 200, minus 300. Honestly, like I don't know if I can trust this guy minus 200 because like his striking defense is kind of lacking for Summer Darzi, but he's been fighting like UFC level competition. I mean, Charles Johnson, Tim Elliott, and Matt Chanel. He almost knocked out Matt Chanel, but I mean, almost he should have knocked him out. Right? He had him hurt so badly, and Chanel got him in that triangle off his back. I mean, that was actually crazy. Maybe you guys go watch that fight back because it was absolutely unreal. But let's do a poll. Let's see who you guys are picking. The chat's picking Tulio on the last one. Yeah, I'm gonna go Tulio. I haven't bet him yet. I don't know. The line minus 350. I mean, I think the under is probably the better play than taking Tulio at minus 350. Yeah, because if like maybe Tristan Gore can lock something. Because Tulio will go out there shoot takedowns sometimes. I've seen him out there shooting takedowns. Or Posto Sumer Dyer. Sumu Dyer G. Guys, I'm also gonna do a P4 operation this week. I mean, I was gonna do one right like today. Well, like we got like how many WMA fights? I think we got like half of the cars WMA on the next this week for PFO. I was like, fuck, man, like. So it's gonna be tough watching their fights back. I mean, I'm already having a hard time finding all their fights back on YouTube because there's a lot of people making their debut in PFO this week. I mean, PFO was fun, bro. Last week we had a Pinedo, like we had Pinedo. We had Braga. We had Kikori, I mean, he actually made the guy quit. Yeah, Chalk. I think it's gonna be Chalk again this week. Grimy, honestly, I do think it's gonna be Chalky once again. Last week was all Chalk, right? I don't think any underdogs won last week. Normally, like PFO, I mean, the bookmakers they do a pretty good job lining up the fights in PFO. I'm fresh at LVMC. Let's go, Bob. We gotta get you on for one of these breakdowns, Bob. We need your predictions. Basel has no takedown defense. You mean Brazil? Brazil? Damn, Usos is not a fan of Brazilian fighters. All Brazil parlay. I'm gonna do one, Lane. I didn't do a long shot parlay last week because like with a sketchy Vegas card, but I did one the week before we cashed. I cashed out like plus 2,000 for like I think it was Madeiras decision. fight doesn't go the distance in that um bro, which the second fight, I mean the Miranda fight doesn't go the distance. It was Martinez TKO. And I think it was Moreno by like later rounds or decision. So, well, I like this card for like pay per views. You can do some long shot parlays, and the payout's going to be really good. If you hit one of those long shot parlays, Usos and Bob will have the lotion out for PFL. I don't know, like there's no really no hot chicks fighting this week in PFL. Like I don't really like any girls from PFL this week. There's one girl making her debut in from Brazil. She looks kind of okay, but they're all like kind of like 40, 50 years old. I mean, like Tala Santos, I'm not really like Tala Santos looks too manly for me. Like I'm not really a fan of Tala Santos, like looks wise. I mean, she can fight. I mean, but she looks too manly. I mean, I know, maybe that's Cover's thing, right? Cover, if you're listening, I know, I can hook you up with Tala Santos if you're listening right now. Um, Yeah, let's break down those fight. I mean, Summer Darz is going to be a much better kickboxer. So I kind of understand like why the bookmakers opened him up at like minus 250 or like where they open him up at. Because like first I was like, holy shit, who the hell opens up Summer Darzi at minus 250? They opened him at like minus 300. Okay, so it was even worse than that. So money's been coming in on Mitchell Poso. Mitchell Poso, like he's gonna have to wrestle and like take him down, hold him down. Maybe lock in a submission. But Sumar Darzi, I feel like he's definitely gotten better with his submission ability, like defense. Not submission ability, I mean his submission defense. And he's definitely been putting in the work. And he's looked better against Charles Johnson, I mean, but Charles Johnson I do think is a good wrestler, even though he doesn't really wrestle that much. Um I'm gonna go with Sumar Darzi, but like as a pick, but like fuck no, I'm not betting Sumar Darzi at minus 200. Yeah, I just can't, man. Because the line, like, I've seen this guy like almost win, almost knock out match Snow, then he gets fucking triangled off like Snow gets a triangle and chokes him out. Well, Chanel has good jiu-jitsu. I'm not really sure what kind of jiu-jitsu Raposo has, and these guys out of New England Cartel, they haven't really had the best of year this year. So I'm gonna keep fading New England Cartel. I'm gonna go with Summer Darzi. Where the hell is he training out of? China. He's training at the same gym as I think Summer Darzi is probably the better fighter. He's gonna be longer, taller. He's gonna have how much of an 8-inch reach advantage? I mean, over Raposo. He's gonna fight long. I think he's gonna be able to keep the range over Raposo and just kind of pick him apart. I don't think he's finishing Raposo. He's probably gonna be able to like land better damaging shots on Raposo and win on the scorecard. So I think the over is probably the better play if we were gonna bet this fight. Over 2.5 rounds, minus 190. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds, honestly. I think their post is really tough, man. I don't see Simmer Darzi locking in a submission like Hadley did on Contender Series a while back. You guys know Jake Hadley's making his P4 debut this week, I think, isn't he? Yeah, he's making his P4 debut this week. Hernana, what's going on, Hernana? The Bob I told you last week. We know in 12. Bro, it's only going to get better from there. It only gets better. Trust the Bob. It's a process. Trust the Bob. Because my picks are the worst, Latrell. Bob's only lying, bro. Bob has the best predictions in the game right now. Bro, last week I would have had a really good week if Brito went out there and did his fucking job. He went out there and just got laid and prayed on for all 3 rounds. So that's the worst thing that could have got. The worst thing that could have happened for me last week. Like if Pat Sabatini finished Brito, I'd be like kind of I would break even on last week, but it is what it is. Yo, pick him. What's going on, Cameron? I know this is a UFC video, but will you be doing a P4 breakdown? Yeah, I'll do a P4 breakdown probably later tonight. I gotta watch some tape on those WMA fighters. I mean, I'm not really like highly motivated to do that just right now. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, Bob's it's a process, bro. Like you gotta trust in the process. It only gets better from here. It's all about the Lord. This week, you've seen a lot of money coming on Bryce Mitchell this week. You seen that lane? Like he's like Gene Silva's like minus 250 now, minus 240 almost now. So like there was a lot of money on Bryce Mitchell this week. Maybe the people think he's gonna do the same thing as Pat Sabatini, which I highly doubt. And also like if they were fighting in Apex, I think Mitchell's chances would probably go up. But like the fact they're fighting in a bigger octagon, I think that helps John Silva move around and not get taken down easily. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card. I think Summer Darzi is gonna win on the scorecards on this fight. Willing Summer Darzi by decision, but I'll see if I get around to betting anything, and maybe the over. I think the over. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds either way. That's probably not a bad parlay piece. Next fight on the card is gonna be Cedric Dumas taking on Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. You guys know Mikhail Oleksiejczuk is training out of Fighting Nerds for this camp. I think he's been training out of fight with the Fighting Nerds for like the last two fights, right? He was training. Wasn't he training out of Fighting Nerds with the for the Shara Magomedov fight? I think he was. I think he's been training out of there for a while now. So Mike Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, I've done pretty well. I think I picked him. Yeah, I did pick him with Chidi and Dukwani, and I picked Berhalia submission. That was Berhalia's first submission in the UFC. And I picked Berhalia second on submission. Picked Michelle Pera by submission. That was like plus 700. Michelle Pera submission. Kevin Holland submission. We cashed on that at plus 225. Then I picked Magomedov by decision. I think sure. I mean, so that was actually a close matchup. But I don't think it was a 30-27. It should have been like 29-28 for sure. Magomedov, but they're fighting in Abu Dhabi, so you know how the judges are over there in Abu Dhabi. Cedricus Demas. Didn't this guy get arrested for battery like a couple months back? I think he did, right? Let me look it up. Someone said I was profiling this guy, bro. Like, I didn't make this shit up. Look, he was arrested for battery and charged with battery on February the 13th, 2024, after police received a disturbance call from a woman who claimed he was banging on her door, ringing the doorbell. I mean, that's not really battery though, right? Like, that's like, isn't that trespassing? Maybe he did beat her up then. But like, someone said I was profiling this dude because I said this guy's out there gang banging and doing dumb shit. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, right? So like, just so people know, I'm not really a profiling anyone out here. Let's get back to the breakdown now. That was, I mean, I had to throw that in there because that matters, right? You gotta talk about that. But Dimas, I'm not really impressed by Dimas, man. I mean, I know he's 3-2 in his last 5 fights. I mean, the UFC is like giving this guy easy matchups. I mean, but like, if you guys remember that Brandes fight, like, oh my god, Brandes. I think Brandes pulled like 5 guillotines in that fight and gave away takedowns to Dimas. And actually bet on Brandes there. And I thought it was gonna be easy fight for Brandes because he had the wrestling and he had the more power on the feet. That was like the worst. After that, I've never really been able to trust Brandes. He kept giving up takedowns and control. He got controlled by Dimas. And the Josh Fram fight, that was really weird, man. That was highly suspect, right? I think he was like undefeated back then. And he lost. He gave away, like, he made a really terrible mistake to Josh Fram and got guillotined. And wasn't really even in. He said he just didn't want to be out there anymore. He just tapped out. And that's why he tapped out so quick. Because he's like, oh fuck, get me out of here. He was like 7-0 at the time. He was like minus 220. And I did bet him there. I was like, Josh Fram sucks. So 1 + 1 equals Dimas should win this fight. And damn, I was wrong. Then I bet him over Ajaitar, and he barely won that fight, man. That was in the Abu Dhabi card. I think the same card as Mahache versus Volkanovski too. He barely won that fight, and I think Ajaitar has like 2 minutes of cardio at the very most. And if you guys don't know the Ajaitar brother story, let me see if I can bring it up here. Ajaitar, they got caught like smuggling steroids, I think. Yeah, this is the fucking story. If you guys don't know, the Ajaitar brothers. I mean, if you guys haven't been keeping up with the Ajaitar brothers, potatoes were in the bag. Adam and Ajaitar tried to sneak in into the fight island. I highly fucking doubt they had potatoes in the bag. It was probably steroids. I really believe it was steroids. There's no way anyone smuggling potatoes in a bag. Ajaitar brothers are absolutely terrible. I'm picking Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. I mean, but like, I really hope he doesn't get fucking choked out because Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, this guy doesn't believe in grappling at all. At least he's training with Kai Braulio, so I hope that helps his grappling skills here. And if he gets on top of Dumas, I think he's gonna hammer his face into the ground. So I'm gonna go with Mikhail Jijic by, I mean, fuck, by KO, probably in the first round. Did I do a poll for this one? I don't even know if I did a poll. I didn't do a poll. The last, you guys are picking Sumar Darzi for the last one. 53%. I mean, we got a lot of people in the underdog in that one. So yeah, I'm gonna go Sumar Darzi in the last one. I'm picking Mikhail by KO in the first round. I honestly think you can knock him out, man. Demas is kind of terrible. Even though he's got a long reach. I mean, he's got like a 79-inch reach and 6'2" at 185 pounds. I don't think he really uses it all that well. Got knocked out by Ruzi Boya, but I mean, there's definitely like he got poked in the eye and the referee just didn't care. He's like, keep fighting. If you guys remember, we did catch a nurse on Ruzi Boya by KO in that one though, and I was happy. But I was watching that back. I kind of feel bad for Dumas, but fuck this dude. Give me the Mikhail Jijic by, imagine Mikhail by submission in the first round. Like how crazy would that be, right? Mikhail by first round submission. I hope he locks in a submission over Demas. It'd be hilarious. But I think Mikhail is gonna be too tough for him. I think he's gonna be in his face and he's gonna be throwing bombs over Demas, and Demas probably gonna throw some high kick from like every round. I just don't see Demas like taking. I mean, can he take down Mikhail Jijic? Maybe, but like, is he gonna submit him? Nah. If he's not submitting to Lulin and these other bums like Ajaitar and Brandes, but Mikhail Jijic, man, this guy can't fucking grapple. Like, well, all these guys are pretty dangerous. Holland, Michel Pera, and he hurt Michel Pera hurt him to the body, so then he locked in submission. But all Jijic is tough to knock out. I mean, so I don't see Demas knocking him out. He's gonna have to submit him or control him for 15 minutes. I don't see him doing that. I think Mikhail is gonna knock him out in the first two rounds. So I'm gonna go Mikhail by KO in the first rounds. I think he's gonna put some pressure on him. Yeah, we have a WMC for membership for 4 months, bro. Can we get some W's for WMC? Let's go. Never paid for this. Thanks for all those all those who spend money on this degenerate gambling channel, bro. What the fuck? I was gonna say thanks for the fucking membership, but okay. Let's get some L's for WMC now. No W's, no W's. Mikhail is training with the fighting nerds. Yeah, I think I mentioned that like 5 times already. Did I not? I think I did, literal. Thanks for bringing it up for the 6th time. How about Pfeiffer versus Gaslam at UFC 316? Is Pfeiffer gonna fucking show up this time? Like, I'm not even sure he's gonna show up this time. He might be like, I'm sick again. But yo, that team's been doing pretty well. I mean, Sabatini, what's his name? Fuck. Brady, yeah, Brady, Bryce Mitchell. Not Bryce Mitchell, I mean Sabatini, Petrosky, Pfeiffer. They've been on a heater this year. Yeah, let's get some L's for WMC for that. Yeah, we are degenerates. I mean, it is what it is, you know. You're with me on that one, Lane. Let's go, Lane. I haven't bet him yet. I mean, let's see what the KO is. I haven't even checked the props for this one. Do we have props right now? We got props. Okay. The KO. I like the KO for Olajic. Olajic by KO. Plus 165. Honestly, I think this is gonna be a spot we see him get a knockout here. Like I can see like Demas shooting a takedown and getting landing on maybe pulling guard or something dumb like that. And I can see Olajic getting on top of him, like throwing some nasty ground and pound because Olajic has some vicious ground and pound when he gets on top of people. Like he knocked out Brandes with ground and pound, and he knocked out Chidi Njokwani with ground and pound. The guy has insane power. He's got good boxing. He throws high volume too, so I like that for Olajic. I actually think Olajic is gonna win this pretty comfortably because I don't see Demas knocking him out. He's gonna have to submit him. The only way I see him like submitting Olajic is maybe like a guillotine submission. If Olajic starts shooting takedowns on him, like what's his name, Josh Frim. Not Josh Frim. It was the guy on Contender Series. I think Penias who's fighting an Octagon. This guy, yeah, this guy. I don't think he's locking in a submission. What the hell is a submission though for Demas? Plus 750 for submission. Honestly, like there might be a chance, maybe, but I'm not really a big fan of Demas. Let's move on. Next fight on the card is gonna be Darren Elkins versus Julian Rosa. How many 40-year-olds do we have on this card? Okay, we got one 40-year-old, two 40-year-old. Is that a? Yeah, we got two 40-year-olds. And we got Michael. Is he 40 now? He's 38. Okay, he's not 40 just yet. We got a lot of older fighters on this card. Yeah, let's talk about this fight. Darren Elkins versus Julian Rosa. This is actually an interesting matchup, honestly. Like, I like this matchup. I'm not really sure what this does for Julian Rosa. Like, beating a guy like Darren Elkins, like, it's not really gonna get him ranked. So, where does this take him? Beating a guy like Darren Elkins at this point. Let me do this poll. Let me do this poll before I forget. Rosa. I know AJ's picking Elkins, right? I mean, I don't blame AJ for picking Elkins, but there's no way Elkins is he gonna be? Is he gonna chin Rosa? Like that's the way Rosa's been losing, right? I feel like he's gonna have to chin him, and I don't think Elkins has the speed to like knock him out like these other guys like Padilla. And I did pick Padilla over him. I don't know if I don't think I picked Chris Harris over Rosa. I did pick Rosa over him, and I did not expect Chris Harris to knock him out with a high kick. That was insane. He beat Hakeem Dawodu. I mean, Hakeem Dawodu is like he's probably I don't know where Hakeem Dawodu has been for the last 2 years. Ricardo Ramos, he subbed him in the first round. Ricardo Ramos shot a takedown on him, and Christian Rodriguez shot a takedown on him. I think Rosa has better striking from range, and he's got nasty gillies ready if you shoot a takedown on him. And we just seen Darren Elkins go out there, shoot takedowns out for a takedown, and put his head in a gilly over and over. Like, 1 + 1 equals Rosa locks in the submission as Elkins shoots takedowns on him, right? But he's gonna have to put him out cold because if he doesn't like sleep him with the guillotine, like I don't know, he might not fucking like he might get really tired. He might burn his arms out, maybe. I'm picking Julian Rosa, man. I can't. I picked Elkins over Pineda, but like Pineda retired. TJ Brown's actually fucking terrible. One of the worst gassers in UFC we've ever seen. Like TJ Brown, if you can't finish you in the first round, he's like toast. He's like a dead body. Jonathan Pierce just kind of outstruck him for 3 rounds. I mean, so I can see Julian Rosa doing the same thing as Jonathan Pierce. But like, if this turns into a brawl, maybe Elkins can chin him. You never fucking know because Rosa has no chin. He's been knocked out like 7 fucking times now. And Ricardo almost knocked him out in the first round too. But I think Ricardo Ramos has better striking. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not picking. He not got knocked out by Sung Choi. God damn. What the fuck are we doing? I mean, he choked out Sean Woodson. He was getting beat up early in that fight. Bro, this line is fucking insane though. But like, I guess it makes sense. Rosa's he's 35. It's not like he's 30, right? I gotta go with Rosa here, man. I gotta go with Rosa. No chin Rosa for real, useless. I mean, he doesn't have a chin. That's you're right. He doesn't have a chin. But like, is Elkins gonna knock him out? When the hell was Elkins knocked anyone? When was the last time he knocked anyone? I mean, Derek Minner. Isn't that his homeboy? Bro, how am I forgetting his name now? It's not the guy that got caught with bro. What the fuck is his name that got caught in the sting, the gambling thing? I can't remember his name now. I'm fucking drawing a blank right now. Yeah, he's the guy that fucking like was involved in that gambling sting, right? They got caught. Derek Minner. I'm going Arosa here. I'm going Arosa. I'm not picking Elkins at 40. Maybe he can dog this one out, maybe, but I don't really think so. Darren Elkins minus plus 285. I mean, he opened up plus 400. I mean, if Arosa didn't have a fucking baby chin, I think he'd probably be like minus 800 here. But like his chin's so bad. I think Elkins to win 1 round. Maybe he can win 1 round if he doesn't get finished. Because I can see him getting a takedown and controlling Arosa if he doesn't get guillotined early. I'm not fucking betting this fight. We'll see what happens. I didn't bet on Elkins last time too. It was sweaty if you bet on it. But he's Elkins tough, so like you gotta give him that. He's definitely tough. He'll fight for your money for sure. So if you're gonna bet him my dog money, probably not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go Julian Rosa. I think he's the better kickboxer. But like, if he starts like changing in the pocket, I mean, he could probably get knocked out by anyone at this point. You never know. When you saw Rosa at minus 450, you spit your drink. Yeah, I couldn't fucking believe it, bro. I was like, before watching running tape back, I was like, I'm probably gonna pick Calkins here. Then I watched some tape, and I was like, Rosa was piecing up what's his name? Christian Rodriguez in the first round. He made Rodriguez shoot takedowns. I mean, and Rodriguez came out there in his next fight over Costa, and he's out there trying to fucking clinch him. I think that fucked up Rodriguez's fight brain cells. Honestly, I'm gonna go to Rosa by first on submission. I think you could submit him. Like he's actually got way better submission skills than Pineda. I know Pineda's a black belt in BJJ, but like he hasn't really shown many submission skills in the UFC. Rosa can actually finish all these new like contenders. I mean, not contenders. I mean these prospects. And he can fight for 3 rounds. I mean, if he doesn't get chinned, because I think Rosa's the much better striker from range. He's actually more dangerous on the feet. I'm gonna go with the Rosa on this one. You're staying away from this fight, yeah. I mean, I think the over 1.5 rounds is probably not bad, but what the hell is over? Over 2.5 rounds, minus 115. If you think it goes over 2.5 rounds, you maybe bet on Elkins because like he's probably gonna win. Maybe if I go this in plus 115. What's finish only for Rosa? Damn, minus 400 finish only for Rosa. Third round for Elkins. I mean, Elkins has a lot of third round finishes, doesn't he? He's got a lot of third round finishes, I think. Not a lot. I mean, he's got a couple. He's 12-6 as when the fights go longer. Well, like, look at his wins: Daniel Pineda, TJ Brown, Christian Connolly. I mean, all these guys are not in the UFC anymore. Derek Minner. I mean, he's the guy that was involved with James Krause. Yeah, I finally remember his name now. James Krause. And they didn't invite me to the party, man. I actually bet on Derek Minner or Becky because I seen the line like fucking going crazy in like within a minute. So I wasn't invited to the party. Yeah, I mean, look at the wins. I mean, who the fuck is this guy? Eduardo? I've never seen this guy fight in the UFC, and I've been watching UFC for the last 10 years. I don't know who this guy is, honestly. Like, he doesn't have a single win. I mean, he got a Michael Johnson win back in 2018. But, like, he was 33 back then. Bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Rosa, but maybe like Elkins by a split. Maybe it might be a close fight if it goes longer. Maybe, but I'm gonna go with Rosa. Maybe a late finish or maybe on the scorecards. Rosa submission, yeah, that's what I'm leaning. But like, what the hell is even submission for Rosa? The only guy that subbed Elkins is Dude Bronx Oliveira. So like, the guy is tough to like choke out. I mean, it's not easy to finish. It was way back in the day. I mean, Charles Oliveira back in 2010. I mean, holy shit, that was ages ago at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch this one. I think it's gonna be a fun matchup. And, maybe you want to take a shot on the underdog, not bad, honestly. But I don't think Elkins has any striking on the feet. He's definitely like stuck in the mud when I watch this guy strike. The over, you like the over? I mean, honestly, not bad, the over. Because Elkins is tough to put away. New Bronx, yeah, I was like 2010. I mean, that was fucking 20 years ago almost at this point, 15 years ago. I mean, it's been ages. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card is Chase Hooper versus Jay Miller. I mean, is one of these 40-year-olds gonna win? One of them has to win, right? One of these 40-year-olds has to win, right? Or are they all gonna lose? Chad's picking a roast at 70% of the last one. All right, we got Hooper, Chase Hooper versus Miller. Bro, I can't believe I bet on Damon Jackson over fucking Jim Miller. I picked Jim Miller over Bobby Green, and that was terrible pick. I UFC 300. He was my lock of the week over Gabo Benitez. I mean, that was a good lock. Then Justy Butler, he knocked out Justy Butler. He knocked out Nicholas Mota. So the guy still has power, man. And he's got like nasty guillotines if you shoot recklessly, if you shoot takedowns recklessly on Jim Miller. Like he's still got all the experience, but it's gotta be Hooper, right? I'm gonna pick Hooper, man. I'm not picking his Hooper. His Hooper parlay piece minus 650, bro. I can't fucking do it. I just can't. It's probably not bad. I mean, I did Mobley Cable Live at minus fucking 600 last week. You remember how sweaty that one was? I'm not trying to like go through that again. He barely won. Mobley barely won that fight in PFO last week. In 2020, 2010, the Bob had 35-10 notches in his bedpost. Him Jackson, yo, yeah, was he tagging up Miller? I don't even remember it, honestly. I don't remember it. I know he just like he shot a takedown. I mean, then I don't think he was tagging up Miller. I think it was like Miller was landing some leg kicks, right? I think Miller was landing some leg kicks over him. Oof. Cheese minus 750. Yeah, I can't. I don't know if I can get there, man. At minus 750. Maybe Chase by submission. Because I don't see him knocking out Jay Miller. It's gonna be submission, I think. But Miller has good jiu-jitsu. He's not easy to like finish. I honestly could see. You guys know Jay Miller finished Oliveira by submission by a knee bar back in like I don't know how many years ago that was. That was a while ago at this point. That was a while. That was ages ago. But he's like the first one to finish Charles Oliveira, I think. Um, Chase is a beast. Yeah, I'm picking Chase. I'm not picking Miller. But like you never, you never fucking know, man. Cause like we might get Chase out there like fucking pulling guard. Like, I've seen him do shit like that before. But like I think Chase's striking is probably a lot better at this point. He's gonna be much quicker, much faster. He's gonna be doing more damage if they go to the ground. Hooper minus 800 now. He's actually minus 800 now. Yeah, it's got to be Hooper, man. He's actually looked a lot better, 155 pounds after that Steve Garcia fight. Fight doesn't go to this minus 160. That's probably even better than Hooper by ITD. Hooper ITD minus 125. Honestly, if fight doesn't go the distance, I think is probably the play. I might do that instead of like Hooper by finish. Cause Jim Miller can crack, man. He's got knockout power. Like, don't sleep on Miller's power. Even though I know he's 40 years old, the guy can still crack. But yeah, I don't know if I see him knocking a Hooper at this point. Imagine Hooper gets he can probably he's got good jiu-jitsu, so maybe I think it's gonna be like a rear naked choke if he submits him. What's submission? Hooper by TKO plus 475. Maybe ground and pound. I mean, it depends what kind of referee we have out there. If it's like Keith Peterson, he's probably not gonna fucking stop the fight. It's probably gonna be submission then. Plus 145 for Hooper submission. What about fight ends by submission? That's probably better. I'm gonna play a prop on this fight. We played a Hooper by finish over who's the guy that he fought last time? Clay Guida, yeah. Clay Guida, like all he does is he's gonna go out there shoot takedowns, right? And you got an armbar over him. I do think Jim Miller is a lot better than Clay Guida at 40 or 41 years old. But Hooper's gonna win this one. Good matchup for Hooper. I want to see Hooper versus I want to see him go up against like McTibek Earlby or like who's there like Joe Alvarez. Can we fucking do that matchup? I mean, are they gonna protect Hooper forever? Like why don't they give him matchups like that? McTibek Earlby, Mr. Besky, yeah, or Becky, or like Joe Alvarez, Dudober. Like they're probably gonna do Dober versus Chase Hooper next. Maybe Chandler versus Hooper in the future. Right? I could see them doing that because I don't see the UFC cutting Chandler even if he loses this fight next week. We got a super chat from the Bob. Let's go, Bob, with the super chat. Hooper, Silva, Lopez plus 221. I already got Lopez. The only bet I have right now is Lopez money line, and I sprinkled TKO for Lopez. Like parlaying like all these fighters with Lopez. I mean, you're gonna have to hope that these other two fighters win for like plus 221. I got Lopez at plus 124, and then plus 120. I don't normally like parlay underdogs unless like I'm doing a long shot parlay. Maybe then I'll do a long shot parlay with the underdogs. But yeah, W's for Bob, guys. Give me some W's for Bob. Super chat. What's this prop? Hooper by submission plus 125. I think it's plus 125. Hooper by finish minus 125. I think the fight ends and said this is minus 160, not bad. Or the under 2.5 rounds, minus 125. Because Hooper, like when he gets takedowns on people, like he does a lot of damage from top. He'll like land some nasty elbows and then find openings for submissions. And I don't know how many fucking elbows Miller can take if he gets taken on here. Hooper by submission plus 145, not plus 125. It's actually better than that. Maybe the wait on FanDuel. They still haven't suspended my account, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to like fucking make another FanDuel account soon. Bob's on a 3 for 30 streak. Fucking go. Yo, it's only gonna get better from here, Bob. Don't worry, it only gets better from here. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card is gonna be Warna Jandiroba versus John Shannon. Let's fucking go. I've been waiting for this for ages. My girl Warna Jandiroba is finally back, boys. He's gonna get us paid. I'm actually like thinking about betting Warna Jandiroba minus 135 right now. I think she's like minus 140. My only worry with Jandiroba is like her striking is so fucking terrible. Like that's my only worry with Jandiroba. Well, let's do this for Jan Jandiroba. I'm picking Vernon Jandiroba. I mean, come on, you guys should know that, right? There's no way I'm gonna pick Chinese over Brazilian. John Shannon, like I'm actually kind of worried for Jandiroba if he can't get takedowns here because he's gonna be fucking toast on the feed. Her striking is like I don't even know how to describe her striking. It's like if I can compare her striking to anyone, maybe like I don't even know. It's so fucking bad. Her striking, but like, she doesn't need her striking. She's gonna use the striking to set up takedowns. The one thing I can guarantee you guys, like, she's gonna shoot takedowns every fight. She shoots takedowns, whether she gets them or not. And most of the time, like, she's getting takedowns on most girls out there. She's out there fighting. So I'm gonna go with gender by. I don't know if she's gonna get the submission. I think she could lock in a submission early, maybe like an armbar or RNC. Jean Shannon, she's definitely gotten better with her grappling, but she still can be taken on, right? We've seen her still getting taken on. She got taken on by I think Baby Sharp or not Baby Sharp. Baby Sharp, I called it Baby Sharp. I don't know that's girl, right? And that's Baby Sharp is girl, Tabitha Ricci. But like we did pick her over Tabitha Ricci, and it was Tabitha Ricci was a scare to engage in that fight. I mean, that Zhang Li fight, I had a submission for Zhang Li, and like Jason Hurst like fucked everything up for me. He knocked out Jessica Andrade. I mean, Andrade just kind of like running into that overhand right from Yan Shannon. Close fight with Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern beat Jandiroba. I mean, if you guys want to do MMA math, but it doesn't really work every time when you do MMA math in this game. I'm picking Warner Jandiroba by first round submission. She's gonna sleep her. She's gonna choke her out in the first round. That's it. That's the prediction. We got Cover on the other side. Cover, you wanna? Are we gonna do another push-up contest for this one? Pick him, ignore me since you beat him. You beat him in the push-up contest. Okay, okay, fair enough. This is the beginning of the run for Michael Verna. Yeah, she's gonna win this one, bro. Lane, I'm not even worried about Verna Jandiroba. Maybe if she can't get takedown, maybe I'll be worried then. But I think she's gonna get takedown. No, John Shannon. Yeah, I mean we can run it back, Cover, if you want. We can run it back if you want. I'm done. What's up, Cover? We're ready for this week. Batch of losers. Bob, come on, we gotta get some positive energy from you, Bob. Let's not be all negative in the chat. That's why you're doing bad in predictions, Bob. If you just be positive, just things will go positive, then those push-ups were on your knees. Is that why the camera angle was only from your fucking torso, Cover? Like I watched it back and I was like, we need a full angle, Cover. We need a full angle from your fucking ankle, from your feet, and all the way, so we can see you're doing push-ups properly. Because I was watching it back and I was like, holy shit, you might be fucking doing the push-ups on his knees. So are you fooling us right now, Cover? Yeah, we'll run it back anytime, Cover. I don't mind running it back. All right, let's do a let's. So my pick is Jandiroba by submission, or this isn't Jandiroba -144. Yeah, I'm picking Jandiroba on this one. I mean, I did pick her by submission second and over Limos, and Limos is not bad. Um, Under 2.5 rounds plus 150. Honestly, Werna's pretty tough, so I don't know if I see like Yan Shannon knocking her out. I think it's gonna be if Yan Shannon wins, it's probably gonna be decision. Because like Werna is really tough, and she's gonna get takedowns in this fight. Whether she does enough to like bank rounds, if she can't get the submission, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Werna, maybe submission or on the scorecards. It could very well go the distance too. If I win, I'm gonna win, bro. There's no fucking question. I'm not losing to anyone, any Cover. I'm especially Cover. I mean, I'll give you time. We can fucking you can go train Cover, and we can run a rematch if you want. Werna's gonna choke her out. I think so too, Eddie. I think so too, brother. I'm going Werner by his first round armbar submission. All right, let's move on. Let's see what what the props are for this one. Werner by submission plus. What the hell was the submission? Okay, it's plus. Am I blind or why can't I see it? Jandiroba by ITD plus 190. Might as well do ITD. I mean, but I like the money line for Jandiroba. I'm gonna parlay her with someone, maybe like John Silva. Haven't done it yet, but I'm probably gonna end up doing something on that one. All right, guys. Next fight on the card is Dan 50K Ige versus this alien looking motherfucker Woodson. Let's do a poll for this one. I can't believe I gotta pick Woodson here. I'm sick to my stomach, honestly. Chat's picking Janidoba at 79% for the last one. Ige versus Woodson. Here we fucking go, man. I mean, I picked Padilla or Woodson. I'm trying to fade this guy every time, and then he fucking goes out there, keeps winning. And I picked, he was my lock of the week over Caceres. We had him by decision, and he barely won that fight. So, like, I did pick Jourdain over him. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I picked Jourdain over him by decision. It was that shouldn't have been a split. To be fair, like ever since that Luis Saldana fight, like I just can't get that fucking fight out of my head. But like he knocked out Terrence McChinney on a Contender Series, and he like there's definitely flaws in Woodson's game. Like he's definitely like he's tall, long, and fucking rangy for the weight class, 145 pounds. I don't know how this guy makes 145 pounds. It's crazy. He's 6'2". But like he has a win over Yusuf Law, which is eating pretty well. Got choked out by Julian Rosa, but he was winning that fight early. He won the first round, I believe. He should have been knocked out by Luis Saldana. Like Saldana really fumbled that. We haven't seen. I don't think we've seen Saldana since then. He's been missing. Someone go fucking put uh bulletin out for Saldana. Where the hell has he been? The only reason that was a draw because he got a point taken because he was trying to finish Woodson and he kicked him in the soccer, kicked him in the face like twice. He's fighting over. He's actually fighting. He's fighting in absolute combat. Okay. What the fuck is absolute combat? Some bum promotion. At least he's winning in some bum promotion. Guys, I gotta do this. I gotta pick Woodson here. I honestly hope he gets knocked out cold. I'm gonna see the weigh-ins and see if I change my mind on this one. But for now, like I'm picking fucking Woodson, man. You think people really think Iga's gonna win? I think Iga's problem is, man, like he doesn't do enough. Like if you can't knock you out, I picked Iga over. We cashed on Iga. I had 5 units on Iga over Feely. Like I'm actually fucking disappointed. I didn't bet the KO because I picked him by K over Feely. But like he beat Nate Landwehr. I mean, I did parlay him over Nate Landwehr, but like he lost third round to Nate Landwehr after he won the first round. He knocked him down like twice. I mean, Nate Landwehr is kind of like chinny, to be fair. And then he lost to Diego Lopes. I mean, he took the fight on short notice, so no shame in that one, obviously. And he lost to Lauren Murphy and almost knocked out Murphy in the first round. So if he puts pressure on Woodson, he could probably knock him out. I mean, Woodson's durability is like, he's not bad, but like, I don't know, the way he like moves his boxing is like kind of like it's not bad, right? He does a really good job landing shots and landing the jab over and over, like the counters. I'm gonna go with Woodson here. Why this isn't? I hope I'm wrong. I honestly hope I'm fucking wrong. I'm sure you would know Culver. I'm sure you've seen it in real life, right, Culver? Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with Woodson here. I think Woodson can win this one. I hope I'm fucking wrong in this one because I don't want to see Woodson in the top 15. But like he finished Padilla. I mean, then Ige went the distance with Padilla way back in the day. But like finishing Feely, I mean, Feely's fucking washed. He's been washed for so many fights. Nylander, I mean, he lost the third round. Nylander, Damon Jackson, he knocked out Damon Jackson. Kevin Tucker. I mean, all these wins are like over like these fucking shitty fighters. Other than Nate the Train. I don't think he won that for Barboza. To be fair, he should have beat Josh Emmett. I think he got dropped by Josh Emmett, but like, I think he like did enough. Honestly, I'm picking Woodson by decision. I think this is gonna be pretty. It's gonna be 29-28 Woodson. It's gonna just do enough, like kind of like frustrate him at range. You're gonna tail infected from now on. Yeah, he's gonna do. He's gonna fucking make you money, bro. He's gonna sell an Ige. I think Woodson's gonna win by decision. I don't know if I'm gonna get around to betting it, but like I don't honestly like the decision prop is honestly not bad in this one because the money line, like I don't see him finishing Woodson's. I mean, I don't see him finishing Ige. Decision for Woodson plus 115. I like this decision for Woodson. I do like that prop. If you want to parlay Ige plus 2.5, maybe because I do think he can hurt Woodson at a couple and one round at least he can like have some moments in one round. But like, I'm taking Woodson by decision. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card is gonna be Nikita Krylov. This dude's finally back, boys. Finally, this dude's back. Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes, the Devastator versus the Miner. Krylov's been missing for over 2 years, man. So like, I'm pumped for Krylov. He already fought Ankalaev. I mean, he won the first round over Ankalaev, then he lost the second, third round by barely. I mean, was just getting out wrestled. I mean, but he wasn't looking terrible on the feet over Ankalaev. Let's do this poll. So the chat's 50-50 on the last one. Ige versus Woodson. All right. Krylov. Reyes. Yo, it's almost dark here. I gotta turn my fucking light on soon. You think Reyes is so back? Bro, I don't know. Like, I'm picking Krylov in this one. I picked Reyes over Jacoby. I picked him over Anthony Smith, who's a bum. Like, I hope fucking Anthony Smith gets knocked out cold. We never have to see him fight anymore. I think he's gonna retire Anthony Smith after that fight against Jiang Minyang. If Anthony Smith beats Minyang, I'm gonna be so mad. But like, I don't think he will. Pick me look like Punjabi Justin Timberland. Okay, I don't know if that's a compliment or are you trying to roast me? You have a gambling host and a strip club hostess. No joke. Well, Bob's been balling. Let's go, Bob. You going raise all day lane? I think Krylev's gonna win this one. I don't know. I got a feeling that Krylev, like I don't know, he's 2 years off. He might look terrible coming back after 2 years off. But like I think Krylev, like the reason why people struggle against Krylev, like because I don't think his striking is as good as Reyes, but like his pressure and fucking insane cardio and like the way he holds his march forward and then combos and shoot takedown right behind it. Like it's really frustrating for people to deal with. And he can do that for 3 rounds, no problem. So I'm gonna go with the Krylov in this one. But like Reyes he's been looking good right now. He was defending takedowns against Anthony Smith, who I don't think is a good wrestler. Then he knocked out Jacoby. We did pick him over Jacoby, and most people were like sleeping on him there. And I know people were parlaying Jacoby. Got knocked out by Ryan Span, and Prajka knocked him out, but no shame in that one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Krylov on this one. I got a sneaky feeling that Krylov, if he is how he used to be like 2 years ago, if he shows up the same, I think he's gonna win this one. Probably, maybe even decision. Maybe he might be able to control him or submission or something like that. I know Ray's never been sub before, and he's got good wrestling. He's got decent takedown defense. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Kralev right now, but I want to see the weigh-ins and see what kind of shape he's in at the weigh-ins. What do you think of Mature Poso? I mean, if he wrestles, you can maybe win Paku, but like I'm not picking him because he doesn't really wrestle as much as he should. Even against Jake Hadley, like he didn't wrestle in the first round at all. Then he shot a takedown in the second, and he got reversed by Jake Hadley, who subbed him right after. And Jake Hadley's gonna be fighting in People this week on Friday, I think. Do you guys think it's gonna be easy for Reyes? I mean, maybe he can knock him out, but Corlev is not easy to knock out. He's really not that easy to KO. The only guy that knocked him out, I mean, it was back in like how long ago was it? I mean, fucking 2013. I think Corlev's pressure is gonna be too much for Reyes. Honestly, that's the way I see this one going. I'm gonna go with Corlev in this one. I think Corlev is underrated. He's got decent striking too. Like I think he can hurt Reyes on the feet also. I'll sponsor you, Bob. Yeah, let Lane sponsor you. Hoster people, basically people hired to make people like me feel like hot shots. Okay. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Yo people, what's going on, Paco? I see you. Always fade the Asians. Who's Asian? I mean, I don't think fucking Krill's Asian. He's like from Ukraine. He's not Asian. You did tape study for Raposo and Summer Darzi before looking at the odds. Do you think that Raposo is going to be the favorite? Summer Darzi sucks. Bro, I think Summer Darzi, like, if you can keep it standing, he's gonna be the much better kickboxer. Like, I don't know if I want to bet that fight. To be fair, first of all, but I don't blame anyone taking the underdog shot in Raposo because he's probably gonna look better than the Under Lima fight because he took that fight on short notice and there was a bunch of fouls in that one, and Under Lima missed weight by like 5 pounds in that fight, so it's probably gonna have a better chance in this one. Okay, it's in Asia. Okay, okay, I mean South Asia already. So you said like Asian people, like he's not Asian. I guess he is Asian. Even I'm Asian. Then gonna talk about geography. Cover, like, are you a fucking teacher? Like, why are you always trying to fucking throw your education on me during geography? Like, who the fuck cares about geography? Like, fuck geography. We're here for fights, bro. Like, no one fucking like. If you want to be smart, if you want to be a smart ass in the chat, I mean, go for it. Right? Good fucking luck. Haven't slept in so many days. I'm seeing spots right now. Are you seeing fucking Cobra in your right now? You're probably seeing double coverts right now, Bob. All right. Let's move on. I mean, let's see what the odds are. I mean, Krillev's like minus 180. Reyes plus 165. I'm picking Krillev in this one. I think Krillev by finish. I mean, Reyes, like he can probably knock him out if he can land a counter. Like his striking is a lot better than Krillev, to be fair. But I think he's gonna be worried about the takedowns because Krillev, like he'll fucking shoot takes 50 takedowns if he has to. This guy doesn't stop shooting takedowns like a Marab at 100, 205. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card is gonna be Yair Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull. This one's interesting. This one's interesting for sure. You guys are picking Rays at 92%. I mean, holy shit. It's insane. Insane on that one. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card is Yair Rodriguez. Pitbull. I'm picking Pitbull. I'm picking Pitbull, man. I think Pitbull can win this one. I got a sneaky feeling that Pitbull is going to be able to win this one, man. I think the first round, Jair is going to be winning the first round. He's going to be landing some body kicks, some deep kicks up the middle, some elbows and shit like that. But the longer it goes, I think Pitbull is going to be able to find his range, his timing. And I like Pitbull, man. I've been watching Pitbull in Bellator, but back when they used to air Bellator on YouTube for free here in Canada, and I watched him and his brother dominate Bellator for years and years. Obviously, they haven't really been fighting UFC level competition in Bellator, but he's fought all over the place. He's fought in Ryzen. Obviously, got knocked out by Chihiro Suzuki, who's actually a really good kickboxer. I mean, no shame in that one, honestly. And he cut all the way down 135 pounds for the Sergio Pettis fight, and which he never should have done. Because like I picked Pettis in that one. It's like plus 150 underdog over Pitbull there. We cashed on Pettis. But like Pettis, that was just the weight cut was terrible for Pitbull because he fought 155 pounds. I don't know why he ever cut all the way down to 135 pounds. That was just terrible decision making there by Pitbull. I'm picking Pitbull, man. I think Pitbull's gonna win this one. I got a feeling, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, years like he's definitely got good kickboxing in, but his cardio is like pretty suspect. I think Pitbull's gonna be able to have some moments, land some shots over the top, but he's gonna have to deal with the height and reach. But like he's kind of used to it, I think, at this point. This guy's got like 30, I mean, 44 fights almost now. Yeah, Yair has a win over. I mean, he win over finishing Josh Emmett. I mean, that's aging pretty well, and win over. I mean, that was an injury over Ortega. Jeremy Stevens. I mean, Chen Cheng. He was losing that losing that zombie fight. I mean, if you guys remember that one, then he lands that crazy up elbow over Zombie. Yeah, I'm picking Pitbull in this one. I think Pitbull can also wrestle if he needs to, but he might not wrestle because he doesn't really wrestle all that much. So, but I think Pitbull's gonna be able to win this one. Maybe knock him down. I think Pitbull hits harder. If it was 5 rounds, you would lean more Pitbull. Yeah, I wish it was 5 rounds, but even 3 rounds, I think Pitbull and second win the second, third, maybe finish him in the third round. He's got good grappling, man. He's got like what's his name? Like Pitbull has black belt in BJJ. Like he can grapple. Like, but he's gonna have to like get over the reach advantage over that Yair has here. You think Yair is a lock, man? Wanted Pitbull most recent 5 fights. You watched the most recent 5 fights. You can't see any way for him. You think Yair is twice Joe? I don't know if he's as dangerous as Suzuki. Let me tell you that, brother. Suzuki, like his power is insane, bro. In the first round, he's actually like a world champion in kickboxing. Like Yair has good kicks and like good elbows, but like is he as dangerous as Suzuki? I don't know. I don't know, man. Suzuki, I watched Suzuki in Ryzen. I watched his last fight. He lost to that grappler from KSW. I can't remember his name right now. But like Suzuki has like so many first round finishes, bro. Like the guy, if you're not careful with Suzuki, like he'll fucking knock you out cold. Like 7. I mean, he's got a long kickboxing career also. Yeah, he lost to that guy by getting out wrestled by Koyoki, but I cast on him by KO over this guy Masanori, whatever his name was. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Yair. I don't think Yair has a lot of power when he's boxing. I mean, it's mostly his elbows and kicks. He can definitely cook you to the body if you're not careful. If you don't close distance on this dude early. Does it go the distance? I mean, I don't think it's gonna go the distance. I think we're gonna see a finish here. You like the over 2.5 rounds? What's the over in this one? Yair Mansu 10, Pitbull plus 180. I mean, if you look at the trend, a lot of these military guys they come over from they won the first fight. What's his name? Chandler. He beat a hooker, knocked him out. MVP. He beat Kevin Holland. And I picked both of them. I mean, so I'm gonna go with the trend. I'm gonna go with Pitbull here. But like first round, he's gotta be careful. You might get finished in the first round if Pitbull's not careful. Because he is 37, but I think Pitbull's gonna be prepared for this fight. I feel like he goes under, man. Fight doesn't go to this is plus 110. I feel like we're gonna see a finish here, man. Yeah, you're like he slows down later, like after run and a half. So I'm leaning towards the finish here. You guys are gonna go with the Yair. Fair enough. You trained him in Group Boy to fight Yair. Cobra, why don't you come out here and do the fucking breakdown? I mean, I'll send you the link. You want to come do the breakdown? We can fucking listen to you doing the breakdown. See how you do. I mean, he beat Dan Hooker, knocked him out in the first round. I think it was the first or second round. I can't remember which round it was now. Yeah, I'm going with Pitbull, the underdog. This one. Let's move on. Next fight on the card is Bryce Mitchell versus John Silva. Bro, I'm really looking forward to this one. This one's gonna be insane. Hopefully, like it's not just John Silva knocks him out in the first like 2 minutes. Like, hopefully we see a fight here. I think we will, man. I think we will. Child's going 58% Pitbull and 42% Yair. All right, Silva versus Mitchell. Is Bryce Mitchell gonna fucking twister John Silva? Man, I don't fucking think so, man. John Silva, like I know he got taken on by Jordan. Like it is what it is, right? You probably wasn't expecting Jordan to shoot takedowns on him, right? And I got PTSD from fucking Brito from last season, so I'm having a hard time betting on John Silva at minus 300 right now. But the line's dropping, so I'm probably gonna parlay with maybe Warren General. I think John Silva, like even if he gets taken down, like Mitchell, like doesn't finish a lot of people when he gets takedowns on people. It's like for Mitchell to win, he's gonna have to like control him for 15 minutes. Like Mitchell can do that some people, but I don't fucking know if I see it. If Suzuki was good, he would be signed to the UFC by now. He's got bad takedown to his brother. That's why he's not signed to the UFC yet. Not one in Ryzen people can compete at the top of UFC. All their wins are against cans. Bro, I disagree, man. I think Pitbull's like he's not as terrible as you think. Well, we'll see. I mean, maybe we'll see if he like he's definitely not in his prime right now. Like he's 37, but I still think I mean like you can still fucking fight some of the best guys out there. Bruce going down bad. Um, who's Bruce, bro? Who the hell's fucking Bruce? Um, Paku writing. Okay, you gotta fucking chill. We're just talking about the fights, bro. We can all have different opinions on fights. All right, I'm gonna go with John Silva. I mean, I'm not picking Bryce Mitchell. I picked him over Josh Emmett, which aged horribly. I mean, for me, he's still training at that farm that he trains out of, Barada MMA. I mean, there's like 4 people that train out of there. I don't even know who these people are. Mitchell striking he doesn't have a lot of power. I mean, striking isn't bad because like he can land some shots because people are worried about takedowns. Maybe you can take him down early because he took down Tapori in the first round. Maybe he can take down Jones Silva early. If he doesn't lock in a submission, I think he's gonna be fucking. He's gonna slow down later in the second round. Then I think Silva's gonna throw some hammers and knock him out. So I'm gonna go with Jones Silva by KO in the second round. That's the way I see this one going. I'm gonna go with Jones Silva by KO in the later rounds. Let's see what the odds are on this one. So John Silva minus 251. The line's been dropping. He opened at minus 450. Mitchell plus 211 right now. KO for John Silva. Imagine John Silva locks in the submission. Probably not. I mean, Mitchell by decision honestly not bad. If you want to hedge, maybe you can hedge Mitchell by decision because I don't see him submitting John Silva. Maybe you can out wrestle him like Sabatini did over Brito, maybe, but I don't know if I see that. Where's John Silva by KO? Plus minus 110 for Silva by finish, and KO is like plus 115 for Silva. I think the fight doesn't go the distance, probably, but not bad here. But Silva by KO, that's my prediction. This one, Mitchell will humble Silva. I don't think so, man. Like you gotta have danger striking on the feet, and then you can wrestle this dude. Like if Silva gets back up even once, he's gonna put pressure on him and then some hammers out. I feel like if Emmett can knock him out at 40 years old, man, like Jones Silva, he's knocked out everyone. I mean, in the UFC, like it's not like this guy's going the distance with people. I know this is the best guy that he's fighting, but we'll see. But I'm gonna go with Jones Silva by KO in the second round. Mitchell by decision if you think he wins. That's probably the way Mitchell wins. All right, guys, we got Michael Chandler versus Patty Pimblade. Patty the fucking Patty Pimblade now. Coming up, let's see how this one goes. All right. People were picking Silva at 67% in the last one. Chandler, is he finally gonna fucking win? Or Patty's gonna win this one? I'm not picking Chandler. Like, I've only picked him once, I think, in the UFC over Hooker. I haven't picked him since. I think I did pick him over Charles Oliveira first time. Never mind. I did pick him over Oliveira in the first one. And he wasn't looking bad early in the first round. Then he got knocked out in the second round. Then I picked Justin Gaethje to beat him, and he beat him. I picked Tony Ferguson to beat him by decision. And it wasn't looking bad. I mean, that first round, like Tony Ferguson won the first round. I think he dropped Chandler in the first round. Tony Ferguson dropped Chandler in the first round. Then he was beating up Poirier. Then he gets fucking tired. He gasses and he gets choked out by Poirier in the third round. But he's fighting all these top contenders. So like, no shame losing to all these guys. Honestly, no shame, Ray. I mean, he got knocked out by Patricio Pitbull back in 2019. You know what? You know why they fought each other? Because Chandler knocked out Patricio Pitbull, who's Pitbull's Patricio's brother. I'm fucking mixing up the names now. Yeah, he wins his brother up at 155. Yeah, I'm picking Patty the Batty. I feel like people underrate Patty because he doesn't really look all that intimidating, right? I mean, I feel like people kind of sleep on Patty, man. That's why like he was only like I think he was underdog over Bobby Green. Or, like he was like minus 110 over Bobby Green. And he made it look really easy, man. But obviously that's Bobby Green, who seems like he's kind of checked out from the fight game at this point. I'm picking Patty by submission. No, I know Michael Chandler, he wasn't getting subbed by Oliveira, like I remember mad, so he probably shouldn't get subbed by Patty the Batty. But I feel like Chandler's gonna go for the KO if he doesn't knock him out. He's probably gonna get tired later. And I can see him giving up his back. I mean, swinging one of those overhand rights and falling. Like he normally does that a lot. I mean, he'll like overswing on one of those overhand rights and give up his back and control. Maybe he can knock him out, maybe, but I don't know if I see. I'm not picking Chandler here. Patty beat bro, like that's true. I mean, that's definitely true, but he's getting better right now, man. He's definitely getting better. I know he lost to Jared Gordon, but shit happens, right? I mean, Michael Chandler, he's lost to some fucking bums back in the day too. Will Brooks. I mean, who the fuck is Will Brooks? We're gonna talk about I mean, Patty the Batty's fucking record. Like split with Benson Henderson 2016. I mean, that's not bad. Benson Henderson was a goat back then. Yes, this KO was insane. If you guys ever want to see an insane KO, watch this knockout. I mean, this was unreal. I think Patty's chin's not bad though. Like I haven't really seen him get dropped all that much. He can take a shot. So I'm gonna trust Patty the Batty's durability over Chandler. And the fight IQ, obviously the fight IQ. All of a sudden he's beating Chandler. We'll see on Saturday, Cover. We'll see. If you're I mean, I don't blame anyone taking Chandler, but I'm done with Chandler. You have no reads. I mean, it's gonna be a fun matchup, bro. It's 5 rounds, so this should be fun, honestly. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds. It could. I don't know if I'm gonna play. I'm not brave enough to play the over in this one. It could be over quickly. Tony and Green. I think his name is King now. He changed his name to Bobby fucking King Green. Things haven't gone well for Bobby Green since he changed his nickname to King. This is like UFC old timers. Chandler's only fighter signed that would probably purposely lose to. Yeah, I have a conspiracy theory, bro. I've been saying that for a while now. That he's the company man, right? Dana White's they're not gonna cut him even if he loses to Patty the Batty. I have a conspiracy that he's gonna throw this fight away just to fucking make then the matchmakers happy. I mean, I don't know. I'm saying that with my tinfoil hat on. It might not be the fucking case. In fact, I said I'm picking Patty just because Chandler has horrible fight IQ. He's gonna throw some fucking mean hooks though, like so. We'll see if we can put him down. Stop bashing Cobra. He's entitled to his own opinions, even though he's wrong. No one's bashing. Who the fuck is bashing Cobra? I think Cobra's the only one bashing himself in the chat. I don't see anyone else doing it for him. All right, guys, let's move on. I mean, let's see what the props are for this one. Patty right now minus 162. Bro, I bet Lopez. I mean, I don't know if like, I don't know. Patty, he opened up at plus 125. So if you got him at like plus 120, you're probably happy right now. Why doesn't go this is no, that's not that one. Let me see here. Over 1.5 rounds, minus 170. I feel like it could go over 1.5 rounds, man. Chandler's not that easy to submit. I feel like it's gonna be. I think Patty's gonna take his time. I think Chandler's gonna probably take his time. They know it's 5 rounds, so I think it goes over 1.5 rounds. I don't know about the over 2.5 rounds. It's kind of like it's gonna be kind of sweaty if you play the over 2.5 rounds. The over 2.5 rounds is plus 111 though. I feel like it could go over. I mean, but fuck, it's gonna be sweaty sitting there and watching these guys. Cause Patty, like he kind of keeps his hands low, and Chandler, like he'll give away his back, swinging one of those overhand rights. Plus 130 good for Chandler. I'm gonna pick Patty, but fuck, I don't know if I'm gonna bet on this fight. All right, guys, let's move on. We got the main event coming up now. Diego Lopez versus Alexander Volkanovski, the former number one pound for pound fighter. Volkanovski and Diego Lopez. This should be. I'm fucking pumped for this one. Finally, Diego's getting his title shot. Let me get the poll up for this one. The chat's picking Patty at 62% for the last one. All right, Lopez versus Volkanovski. I'm picking Diego Lopez as my lock of the week. The reason I'm smiling is because I know there's a path for victory for to victory. I mean, for Volkanovski, if he can extend this fight, maybe mix in some takedowns and stay safe from the submissions. But I don't think he's gonna get that far. I mean, obviously, like I keep hearing, oh, he got knocked out by Tapuri Islam. Like, there's no shame on. I mean, I agree, right? There's no shame in getting like losing to those guys. I mean, but obviously, like Tapuria has insane power, right? Insane boxing, but like Makhachev, like he doesn't really knock at people like that all that much. I know he's got power. He's a big dude for the weight class, but like he took that fight on short notice, so obviously you gotta you gotta factor that in. Lopez, man, in 2 years off, like he's got momentum on his side. He's younger, 30 years old. He's gonna be much bigger here. He's gonna have insane power, finishing ability early. I'm taking Diego Lopez. I already bet on Diego Lopez money line. I bet him plus 124, plus 120. Then I'm betting by KO, half unit on KO plus 350. Just, bro, I don't think that's the case. I think you can win by decision, bro. I think you can win by decision. He's proven it over and over now, like twice in the last two fights. You gonna pretend you're not here for this one? That's your boy Ray Volkanovski. Bro, I like Volkanovski too. Just because I'm not picking him doesn't mean I don't fucking like Volkanovski. Like I think it's Diego's time right now. I think it's Diego's time right now. Um, he's not, bro. I don't think he's washed. He still looks pretty good out there when he's kickboxing. He's throwing feints out there. Like, bro, I feel like after those two KO losses, he's gonna be kind of careful early in the early rounds. That's gonna give Lopez the opportunity. Um, Lopez's cardio, like no question about it, right? It is kind of suspect. He slows down later. That's because he's going out there trying to knock your head off. Volkanovski is very entertaining, and he does have one pad, but Diego has to explode. I think just gonna go for it. I think Diego knows like this guy's chin. He's been getting chin. I mean, recently, so I think Lopez knows probably has a better chin at this point. Um, Lopez wins a decision against Volkanovski. No way. I mean, I don't know if I've seen one. I think it could happen. Honestly, I could see him like taking the first round, then taking one of the later rounds. Maybe. It could happen. I mean, but more than likely, if he wins, I think it's gonna be KO or submission early. Submission's probably gonna be harder because Volkanovski is not really type that's gonna tap out submission. Yeah, give me Lopez. I like Lopez here, man. Let's go. So guys, there you guys go. I've been here at fucking 90 minutes. I'm gonna be out of here now. Appreciate you guys hanging out in the live stream, and I'll be back. I'm gonna do a PFL breakdown probably tomorrow. I think me and one team MMA we're gonna do a PFL live stream tomorrow preview. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a separate video on my channel for PFL prediction. Maybe I'll do a quick one for like in like 20 minutes or something. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and I can't wait for this card. It's gonna be awesome. Later, guys.